Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Welcome to the DOXX Report. Senior citizen, retired, United States citizen, MAGA member, I'm proud of it, a recipient of Medicare payments, living and broadcasting in Central Florida. Frank, where are we at? You blew it, Frank.
Del Boca Vista?
Thank you, Frank. This is my personal YouTube channel, vlog, citizen journalism account, and my generalized social online platform. In addition, I'm founder, CEO of the Central Florida Network. Want to be affiliate of the Villages News Network, and thank you for joining me. And this is independent, non-monetized YouTube channel. I don't ask for money. I will never ask for money. 3 people watching. Thank you. Did I hear correctly? I mean, I watched it, the highlights. Germany got bounced out of the World Cup. Ooh, South Korea? Are you kidding? That's got to hurt. And then Messi, I think everybody agrees the best footballer in the world, he missed a penalty shot. Shocker. But then he made up for it. Now, Argentina's going to be trouble for people. Mexico, let's go through. Let's start. I think they lost to South Korea. So there has been some eliminations. Let's start at the bottom. No comments. 4 people watching. All right, World Cup. Group L. England is in there. Ghana looks good. England and Ghana. Group L. Colombia, Democratic Republic of Congo. Well, I don't know. They got like a neutral thing, but Colombia looks good. Argentina, of course. Austria is still in there. France looks good. They lead their Group I, and Norway has got a green mark. Spain, España, they're okay. They're leading Group H. Group G, Egypt and Iran. Well, Iran has like a neutral mark, but Egypt is still there. They got 4 points. Netherlands and Japan. Wait a second, Germany's number. Well, I thought they got bounced out. How can that be? Maybe I got to update this. Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. This shows they have 6 points. I thought they were going home. I guess I better not report on this. I'm not really a sports newscaster. Pavel says, good afternoon, Docs. Well, thank you. Thank you for commenting and not mentioning somebody's name. Did you play soccer, Lex? No, that wasn't in my, that was never offered. It was, you had to, it was football, baseball, basketball, on any team sports. And I didn't have any athletic ability whatsoever. I didn't even shave in high school. And until I got out and I was working, and then I got on like a company team. We played some basketball, city league. That was fun. I could rebound, and I hit some shots. I had a good game. I scored like 20 points. I don't think I missed a shot. I think I scored 22 points because I practice every day at the LDS, the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. They had at the time, which they've done away with, by the way, Deseret Gym in my hometown. And I'd go down there at noon, and guys would be playing there half court. That was so much fun. And I just kind of self-taught, and I enjoyed it. I mean, you enjoy what? What do you enjoy? What you're good at? And you can finally, I found something I could do, you know. So that I wasn't on the chess team. Well, I think I was, but I wasn't any good. So it was mostly, I kind of bloomed when I got into college. I started wearing contact lenses, combed my hair differently, kind of grew up there. So that was cool. And we got to discuss some politics, because I do appreciate Floodland for supporting the show. And that, I don't know if you can read this, but there's Trump at the War Room, and there's Floodland's, he made a comment 1 hour ago, the Trumpsters' total surrender to Iran. I mean, I don't know what he's talking about. Has left his boomer base confused and without answers. He's even abandoned retrieving the nuclear dust. It's rather comical to watch. See, you'll never make the anti-Trumpers happy about anything. I turned on they was having, Trump's citing some executive orders, and he was getting some questions from the media, and they're bitching about the water that he's redone the fountains and everything, and there's something about the algae. Is that all you got? Of all the world problems, you're asking about the algae in the ponds? So we'll get into this. I'd like to hear your comments on it, but we don't want to do that immediately, do we? So I think Germany got bounced. I think South Korea bounced them out. So what do we got today? Well, okay, that's in the title. Operation Epic Fury had one objective: no nukes. Are there bad people still left in Iran? Yes. Is Hezbollah still left in Lebanon? Yes. Is there going to be some dust-ups on the way? Yes. But again, the goal was no nukes. They've achieved that goal. The dust is buried under the mountain. There's only 2 countries can get to it, USA and China. But it's it's being monitored from satellite, so they can see what anybody's doing over there. So, I mean, we can talk about it. I guess he turned it over to the vice president to negotiate over there in Switzerland. So I got the latest on that. Because I don't know either. And I didn't use Grok, I used ChatGPT. I could have put some live press conferences together, but you don't want to hear that anyway. So what else have we got going? The Central Florida Network, the villages worked out today. And the guys I usually talk to weren't there, which was a good thing, because I got there at 5:30, and I just got my workout done. I got it done, had my coffee, come home, and then I shower, and I just sit there in the chair, and I almost fall asleep, and I'm just watching YouTube. About an hour ago, I thought, and then I got this message from Floodland, a comment, not a message, but a comment. I had to delete the comment because it won't show on Chrome. I have to go over to Firefox, and I don't log in, and then I can see it. So I don't know how he does it. I don't know what computer system he's using or what platform, but I mean, I can read it on the YouTube Studio, but I can't read it anywhere else. So I thought I'd just put it up there and we can talk about it. And I don't have any clips. I just decided to stream, kill some time. I feel pretty good, did the workout, and it was easy, man. I was lean and mean and pushed the water and got over there, and it was cool. And I got rid of that polyester workout shirt. Oh, I didn't get rid of it, but I put it away because that's for winter. It was too damn hot. It was killing me. And I think that's what, it's bad enough you're doing the workout, but then in the heat. And I told you my air conditioning went out Friday morning. I got that fixed, $395. He said it'll get me through the summer, which is cool. And that means in the fall, I'm going to replace everything, the air handler, the heat pump, all of it. And I guess he's going to put the copper lines, the Freon or whatever, through the attic somehow. So that'll be interesting. So he's an owner-operator of the company. He's part of the, I don't want to call him the good old boy. That's a derogatory term. There's families here that they're native Floridians, and they own, they're good at what they do. They do construction. I got him, from the shutter guy, who then gave me the name of the guy who does the windows. And then from there I got a plumber, and this guy does heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. And so I like that. I don't want to go to Home Depot and have a salesman out here to measure and then somebody else come out and install it. I mean, I want the guy who owns the company and has his foreman do it. He comes out and measures. He does the deal. And I told, nobody was watching me on the Jack show, but I told him, I calculated my electric bill last year, and my average electric bill for 2025 is $113, which is nothing when you think about it. And the air conditioning guy asked me, "What do you set your temperature at?" I said 79, and I think he kind of rolled his eyes. But it's 75 in the bedroom. That's fine for me, you know. So I think he's going to talk me into a one-stage, because I got like a multi-stage. I just cool off the house, you know. But the windows really help hold the insulation to keep it low. Comments, thank you. I don't know. I had that in Las Vegas. I don't know what you call it. There's a heat pump outside. And, well, most air conditioners are outside, too. Do I have a central air? Yeah, I have vents through the house. I mean, the air handler pushes air through the house. Yeah, I guess I do, if that's your definition of it. But it's a lot different than AC in Las Vegas, where it's really blowing. This is just kind of, you know, it's putting out cold air. I got a 56 degree, when he finally got it working, it was 81 inside, and then it started blowing 56 degree air. It was just a gentle flow, you know. Now he's going to give me another vent, inland, the air going to the handler. He's going to put another one in there to give me extra airflow, I guess. So we'll see. So I guess I have central air. Yeah, I got an air handler. Blanca's here. Hey, Docs. Hey, Blanca. Pavel. There, I knew it. See, I shouldn't have mentioned his name. Pavel, Jackson's show was mainly just him whining and conning you out of it. No, I don't mind doing it. $25. I support the show. Well, he's going to hear this, but that's okay. I mean, my view is you can't go after the audience. You can't blame the audience for anything. You know, if they don't want to participate, you can't go after the audience. And I know if you don't enjoy it, you don't want to do it. Well, find something you enjoy. Like I'll come on and I'll talk, I'm going to talk about Trump, and I got the IRS coming up here. I'm going to get nailed next year for taxes. I have to pay taxes next year. I don't know how much, but this required minimum distribution. That's going to be, I had to make a new file for my tax folders. So 2027, I got RMD _ 2027, required minimum distribution. And so I have to, they force you to draw, and that's based on the, what do they call that? I'll tell you right here. It's kind of a weird thing. Let's see, they base it on life expectancy factor. So you can't just leave it in and have your kids turn it over to your kids. You just can't do that. But I don't have any kids. For instance, I don't know how that's possible. I'm looking at, let's say I'm 100 years old. And then, that doesn't seem right. Let me do something here. $780,000, let's call it, divided by, yeah, it becomes a smaller number, so that's a greater amount. Now, if it becomes 1, that's 100%. You got to put it all in. The lowest if you live to be 115, it's 1.9, whatever's left in your rollover IRA. So it's life expectancy. But I made it to 73. Let's see, my brother died at 71. My dad died at 69. My grandfather died at 71. But I don't think any of them, they weren't, my brother was 400 pounds. So it's like, you know, at least I'm working out. But who knows? If I make it to 80, it's a win. At least that's what I do with my Social Security. If I make it 81, then I won the bet. Because I waited till I was 70 to take Social Security payment. Time Lord, the UFO has central. I don't know what they have. It's I mean, the more I think about it, how do they get their energy? Do they eat? Do they shit? Do they urinate? And if, let's say we do have bodies, alien bodies, they must have run DNA tests on them. Wouldn't you think they would do that? See if they have a genome, or do they have I mean, is DNA universal? If there's life out there somewhere, does everybody have a DNA, or is it something different? I don't know. It's fascinating. If we have them, there is I think Trump, I don't know how far they're going to go with the disclosure. Really? Well, I don't think I'm that interesting. Blanca, a few other channels seem to always bring you up on the streams. Docs must be doing something right, pissing off the right people. There's only one, if you speak the truth, that's gonna upset people. If I was just making shit up, it wouldn't affect them, would it? I don't know. I mean, I have opinions on it. In fact, since you're saying, I got to talk about another channel today. Remind me, or let me write it down here. AC3. Now, he said he was divorced 4 years ago. Now Bear comes back, and he tells Bear again, I got divorced a couple of years ago. Okay, so it went from 4 years to a couple of years. And then they got into a conversation about net worth. And also he took down a lot of recent episodes. And I can only think of two reasons, because he was putting Lux under the bus about every show, the last few shows, 2 or 3 shows. The other thing he was talking about his net worth. And I don't think he was comfortable about that. But Bear asked him a question about, okay, what are you going to allocate for watches? Well, I just will play it now. What are you going to allocate for watches? And this is his reply. Listen closely.
So Archie, if you apply 4 to 6% on your net worth, what would be the total value allowed? What would be your allotment
Okay,
for
I
your
got a
luxury
couple of
goods?
questions for you, Bear. Is this pre-divorce or post-divorce?
That's irrelevant, because you got divorced 4 years ago. Why would you ask that? There's only one reason he would ask that, because he's still married. Don't believe a word he says. He's still married. Pre-divorce, he's not asking you what watches you could afford 4 years ago or 2 years ago. He's asking you right now. And you're asking him pre-divorce or post-divorce. The guy's still married. Well, I think Bob's trying to, I don't know. The tap on the shoulder, the Jackson Bob show never changes. They are a one-trick pony. Well, if you rely on the audience to participate, then you're going to die by the audience. I mean, I started to stream up. I didn't know if I was going to get comments, so I got to at least go with something. You know, you got to get some enjoyment out of it. And it's much easier on a desktop. I mean, on this iMac than it is on a iPad, or even, what did he buy? The Mac Neon. Is that what it's called? Neo, or something like that. Time Lord said, it's your circus. Lamb just a clown. It is a circus. And when he says, I can do anything in my private life, he's always done anything he wants. And he has no private life. He's a grandiose narcissist. For $3, he'll show you his checkbook. What else? He'll show you his STD results. He's even going as far as what? Streaming his son's funeral till somebody talked him out of it. So there's no privacy over there with him. Mega value customer taking a required minimum distribution can trigger a second tax increase known as, what are you trying to scare me? IRMA, to raise your cost of Social Security. What? Pretty sneaky. We're going to. Oh, you got me. I got to research that. Don't say it ain't so. Well, see, then I got to have a heart-to-heart with my tax preparer, because what did Trump say? From, majority of Social Security recipients will not be paying taxes. Now, I'm going to be in a lower tax bracket, but I want to know, you know, I got to take out, I'm calculating $31,500 I have to remove from my account. That's a taxable event. So I got to pay a percentage of that to taxes. Now, that shouldn't affect my Social Security earnings or payments, I don't think. Now I got to look that up. Let's see, how do I word this? Chat, GPT, let's see, I turn 73 in 2027. My required minimum distribution will be, I'm going to put in 31,500. Is there such a thing as the IRMMA, and will it affect me? Let's see if Value Shopper knows what he's talking about. Yes, it is IRMA, pronounced IRMA. It stands for Income Related Monthly Adjustment Amount. Oh, you know. It's an extra Medicare premium surcharge for people with higher income. It applies to Medicare Part B. Yeah, because I'm covered on that, yeah. Medicare Part D. Well, I get that through my, I got a PPO, I got an Advantage plan. So I get that through my Advantage plan. It does not apply to Medicare Part A, which is hospitalization. All right. Let's see, for 2026, IRMA starts when your Medicare MAGI, what is MAGI? Maximum adjusted gross income is over, if I'm a single person, $109,000. I don't think I'm going to be making $109,000. All right, I'm going to go look at something. Shit. Let's see, what did I... Okay, financing. Here we go, worksheets. Roth conversion. Okay, here's what I'm underneath that. Okay, because there's my yearly benefit, right? All right, there's my yearly benefit. I think I'm underneath that. And there's 31,500. Oh, I'm underneath that. I don't have to worry about that. Thanks for bringing that up. So that should not increase. Because being single, it starts when I'm above 109. I'm not going to get above 109 for years. CMS says the standard Part B is $202.90 a month. Okay, it could go now if you're above that, it would go to $284. Yeah, they just knock away at you. Interesting. Thank you for that, though. I appreciate that. Yeah, but are you going to be making $109,000 when you're doing your required minimum distribution when you're retired? Many humans of Eurasian descent carry between. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to give you credit for that. Let's see. Time Lord. Many humans of Eurasian descent carry between 1% and 2% Neanderthal DNA due to ancient inbreeding. Well, since you're talking about Eurasians, or what about now? Who do you think is smarter, Pluto Senior or Pluto Junior? It's Pluto Senior. And you think he's going to give Pluto Junior a lump sum of his inheritance? Don't think so. Don't think so. He's not divorced. I just played you the clip. He gave it away. He asked Bear, pre-divorce or post-divorce? Pavel, keeping marital assets pooled after divorce sounds like a recipe for disaster. No, he's selling everything. He's moving. He's not going back to that house. At least that's what he said. He's boxing up everything so he can go to, he's going to leave. He's got a one-way ticket. He keeps saying, I got a one-way ticket. You know he's going to end up in Daddy's garage. You know that. But he claims he's not going to go back to the house. Now, is the divorce imminent, or does she get the house, or who knows? I don't think we'll get the truth out of him ever. Well, he's had health problems. You know, he had some serious health stuff he had to do. And plus he's working, you know, so it takes time to set up a new Mac. And that's going to present new challenges too. Now he's on the iPad thing, the iOS, which is basically an iOS system. When you go to the Mac Neo, is it? That's going to be the Mac OS. I think you should get a mouse. It's easier with a mouse. Jax prefers to be plagued by constant audio problems over using his new MacBook Neo. Very strange. Well, listen. You try to influence him. At some point, you know, he should go to that if it's better for him. No kidding. What live stream was that? Well, you know there's a photo out there, but I don't report on him anymore. That was by accident. It had to have been by accident. Well, he's such a private person. Now, according to Uritan, the DOXX Report, Lex, it's unfortunate you and Pavel missed the great Higgy face reveal on the live stream that just ended. The sloshed, Jamie, were they both sloshed? And I guess it's been taken down immediately, right? Was it on the Jamie Opulent show? Oh, I gotta go look at that. I have to go look at that. See if it's still up. Did he sing Happy Birthday to Aaron? Wow. Jamie Opulence channel. Beyond Opulence? Is that the show? No, that's not it. Opulence and Elegance? I forgot the name. Oh, there he is. No, that's Hearn's Dis. Oh, what's the name of his show? Hurricane, there knows business. Yeah, but what's the name of the channel? According to Time Lord, where's Higgy? Higgy is a Spectre agent. Does he carry a pet cat? Don't know. Again, the evidence for Archie being married.
So Archie, if you apply 4 to 6% on your net worth, what would be the total value allowed? What would be your allotment for
I
your
got a couple
luxury
of
goods?
questions for you, Bear. Is this pre-divorce or post-divorce?
Now that episode is still up there. So what would it matter if you got divorced 4 years ago? He didn't. Okay, so let's see. So no nukes. Should we do the politics now? It's not going to be that in-depth, really. Okay, let's go back to Floodland. 1 hour ago, the Trumpsters total surrender to Iran. That's absurd. What are you talking about? There's no surrender to Iran. They have no navy. They've got no army. They've got the leadership. The first tier was knocked out. The second tier was knocked out. They have no radar. And it's only been, now, are there bad guys still over there? Yes. But it was never about the bad guys. It was no nukes. Trump ensured they're not going to have nukes. Mission accomplished. The boomer base is confused. No, I'm not confused about it, unless they're watching CNN, MSNBC, ABC, CBS News, or the other corporate global leftist media. And without answers to what? He's even abandoned retrieving the nuclear. No, he hasn't. It's rather comical to watch. Now, you're watching too much CNN. So let's get a comment here. Post-nuptial. Post-marriage. No, he's not divorced. I don't believe that. Now, if he is divorced, prove it. Somebody super chat him and show us the divorce papers. You showed us everything else. You showed us your checkbook. You showed us your boxing up. You showed us your STD report card. Show us the divorce papers. He can't. All right, let's go here. And then we're going to share a screen, give you the latest news. From Switzerland. Now you won't get this on the DOXX Report. As of Monday, June 22nd, which is today, the latest reports say the U.S.-Iran talks in Switzerland concluded with progress, but not a final deal. The main points. A 60-day roadmap. Oh, what's the price of oil today? The high was 126, was it not? $126 a barrel, and it closed at how much a barrel? $76.54 a barrel. Come way down. Pakistan and Qatar said the U.S. and Iran agreed to a roadmap aimed at reaching a final agreement within 60 days. What happens after the 60-day? Total surrender by America? No. more strikes. Plus a high-level political committee and continuing technical talks. Technical talks continue this week in Switzerland. Reuters, can you trust Reuters? Reports the high-level talks ended early Monday, but technical teams are expected to keep negotiating through the week. The U.S. temporarily eased Iran oil sanctions. The U.S. Treasury issued a 60-day license through August 21st, allowing Iran crude, petroleum, petrochemical sales tied to commitments on IAEA inspections and keeping the Strait of Hormuz open. So China is going to start buying oil from them, I guess. Nuclear inspections are a disputed point. Vice President J.D. Vance said Iran agreed to allow IAEA inspectors back in, but Iran's foreign ministry said nuclear issues have not yet been discussed and denied making new nuclear commitment. It's no nukes. It's real simple. No nukes. If not, they're just going to get struck again, right? The Strait and Lebanon were major topics. The parties reportedly agreed to create a communication line for the Strait to avoid incidents with commercial shipping and deconfliction mechanism related to fighting in Lebanon. Now, are you going to have some guys with a rocket launcher? Sure. You can't watch everybody, but then there are going to be strikes. Bottom line, the talks are being described as constructive, significant, but the big issue, nuclear, it's real easy, no nukes. America's not coming off of that, unless this administration, who knows on the next one. No nukes. Sanctions relief, frozen assets, regional militias, and enforcement are not fully settled. Again, Operation Epic Fury was no nukes. That was the objective. Mission accomplished. The next important phase is the technical negotiations continuing in Switzerland next week. And that is your update. Oh, I got to tell you, those plants in the front are really looking good. I had to get them out of there. It is so, the succulents, I'm giving them a lot more water now, and they get the direct blast of the sun. Third marriage, does a leopard change its spots? Now, he's not going to get divorced until he's got the next one lined up. He doesn't, that's his MO. Working the dating sites, unless he's going to try Mrs. Lie again and, close the deal. I mean, for all we know, she's married. How would you know? So, and that doesn't look promising. So he's, he's going to end up in China. As soon as you see the kid's bedroom, he's in China. If he can pull it off, he's sure. She's working. If she had some money, of course he would. Time Lord, if he had to sell his watches, he is in the middle of a divorce. Well, he's chosen to do that, work down the debt. Yeah, because I think so. I think he's going into court. And then he took down those last streams because he was talking a lot about his net worth. He was pounding his chest on how much money he had. It's so stupid, Uzi got, I don't know what that means. BTEC, don't know what that means. That's the name of the channel? The Jonathan Quell Higgins III. That's the name of the channel? Well, let's go check it out. Let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay. There it is. Oh, it's okay. It's his channel. Live, he was live 1 year ago. 2 years ago, let's see, 3 years ago, yeah. Now he's got videos up here. 2 months ago, driving around. Oh, sorry, somebody's got a picture of it. I'm not requesting the photo. I'm not into that. Now, according to the DOXX Report, Lex, it's unfortunate that you and Pavel missed the great Higgy face reveal on the live stream that just ended. The sloshed Jamie and Higgy show. Were they both drinking? Oh, you know who's got it. And I may have to watch it. You know who's got it, right? That guy. The franchise club. They got it. How stupid can you be? Wow. Oh, I gotta watch. Well, Time Lord, what do you want? You're not gonna hang it. We're not there to police. They have to. The civil society. They've got to. The people. You got to have an uprising. The people have to take charge. They got to get support. You got the Shah's kid. Son. Why does he? It's not up to us. We win. Now let's get out of Dodge. Nixon declared victory in Vietnam and pulled out. Well, this is clear victory. No nukes. At least for 20 years. But they're being monitored, those sites. And if at the end of the day, at the end of the 60 days, if it takes more strikes, they're going to do more strikes. Oh, Uzi lost so much money on SpaceX. What's the symbol for SpaceX? SpaceX stock price. I don't know what he paid for it, but it dropped 16.43% today. Oh, came out like at 170 something. The open was 176. The high was 176.75. The low is 154. And it closed today at 154.60. So it's at its 52-week low. Well, however long it's been. And we'll see, the problem with him is that he's a trader. It's in and out, buy, sell. I'm an investor. Long term. I don't think he can. Time Lord Putin, it should copy. You see how Moscow, those drones, the Ukrainian drones are just it's all flamed up. SpaceX, yes. I don't think it was ever 210. It's never been at 210, ever. It opened at 176. And the low is 154. Well, that's, oh, wait a second. No, wait, excuse me. 52-week high was $225. You may be right. Wow. Let me go look at a 1 month. Oh, you're right. No, I take that back. You're right. Yeah. I'm looking at the 6 month, the 1 month view now. Oh, he got killed. Because he's not going to hang on to it, right? He bought it 210. Wow. Gee, got to a game over. All right. What else you want to talk about? God, I got scared about that Irma thing. Value shopper gave me. Great. I mean, you want to be just. Wouldn't it be nice to make $100,000 in your senior years? So what if your bill goes? Your Medicare bill goes up a couple bucks. It's not much. So you take your Social Security taxable portion. See that? Now that's the key. What's the taxable portion? I don't know what my taxable portion is going to be. Plus pension income. I don't have that. Plus your required minimum distribution. In my case, can be I approximate $31,500. Plus interest, dividends, capital gains, equal. Oh, that's your MAGI. Medicare adjusted gross income. If that number is comfortably below the IRMA threshold, you will likely not owe IRMA. She's going to tell me about it. She's really good at that. I'm very impressed with her. She's over at H&R Block. And like I say, you got to have, as a single filing person, I have to make over $109,000 adjustable or adjusted gross income. I'm not going to have that high. No way. No way. I'm in good shape. Well, looks like I got to, maybe I can watch it in the morning. The Franchise Club, they got that clip. They got it. I want to raise Social Security. What do you mean raise Social Security payments? And secure funding. Well, it is pretty, they kicked all the 200-year-old people off of it, and all the fraud that was going on. When I first got on it, it was still Biden, Kamala, and I would get paid like maybe the week early or, the Friday before. Now it's like right on the day. Right on the day do I get it. Time Lord says it's peanuts. Well, hopefully you're working. It's, that's just a supplement. It's a safety net. You've got to... you got to take care of yourself. You got to save some money, live below your means, get a good job. That's me now, unless you're an entrepreneur. But I worked and I saved money. Oh, I watched that this morning. Starmer is gone. Yippee, this will probably change nothing. Well, not in the short term. No, the damage is done. And it's simple. What did Trump say? Secure the borders, but the UK doesn't want to do that. The Labour Party doesn't want to do that because they want the votes and go after the North Sea oil. Well, no, we want, what do they call it? Zero, something zero, net zero. That's crazy. That's like Alberta. Alberta, the entire population is walking on top of that oil. I mean, the jobs and the money and you got the politicians that don't want to go get it. All right, I gotta go see if somebody's got a thumbnail already with Higgy on it. You know it's coming. Not yet. Well, he must have shown it accidentally. Anything else we got to cover about this thing? No, I think it's, I mean, he'll never get credit for anything. If you're an anti-Trumper, you're looking for anything. Even the algae in at the pools around the White House. Whatever you can find. As far as I'm concerned, he's the man. He's the man. El Presidente Trump.
Hello. I'm the boss. How are you?
Good, thank you.
President Macron. And of course, Stormer got a little pat on the shoulder. On Uncle Planet, he cuddles. Really? Huh. Pavel, don't hold your breath on Uncle playing it. He coddles OC and Higgus. Real Hingus. Really? Well, that would be quite a dilemma for me if somebody were to send me that photo. Because, I mean, he put himself in the news. I mean, I'm in the news business. I'm not asking for it, but that would be I'd put me in a dilemma. I still have that agreement that I keep my agreements. Let's see if I still have it. Yeah. All right, I'm not going to read you the press release. This was Monday, August 19th, 2024. Okay, final sentence. I reserve the right to cover Mr. Higgins as I would anyone else who gets themselves in the news. After all, I'm in the news business. He put himself at risk when he decided to show his face. What else you got? What else you got for me? I had a great workout. It was easy. Some days, just once I get started, I'm fine. But if somebody stops to talk to me and I've got like 2 hours, I can really hit it. Or maybe 2 hours and 20 minutes. But if I slow down, if somebody talks to me or I get distracted, I can't finish the whole thing. Just can't do it. Show us Higgy now. I don't have it. Nobody sent it to me. In fact, I was just alerted by DOXX Report himself. How come he doesn't do a show on it? Let's go. Let's check out the horology dungeon. See if the DOXX Report. Horology dungeon. Live. No, he's got the diner up there 10 days ago. The guy behind the main character, the grandfather passed away, right? I haven't watched that in a long time. Time Lord, I seen a picture of Higgy. He looks like the star from Pawn Stars. Which one? I think one of them got arrested or something. Did somebody get arrested? Let's see, whatever happened to the stars of the show Pawn Stars? Are any of them in jail? Question mark. Or arrested? I think one was in trouble, maybe, but one passed. Did one pass away? Let's see. Let's see. Or any deaths? Here's the current rundown. Rick Harrison. Now, I've seen that guy. He came over to the fitness center where I was working out at Las Vegas. But I leave him alone. I mean, what am I going to... He's shorter than you think. I thought he was bigger than that, but he's a short guy. But he'd come over. We had a personal trainer. But he wasn't really serious about it. And I think he married that young girl, or got married. He's still active with the brand of the Pawn Stars. He has had a family legal disputes, including a 2022 lawsuit filed by his mother over family assets and business interests. Oh, I didn't know that. Corey Big Hoss Harrison, arrested in Las Vegas in September 2023 on a DUI allegation. Reports said he was stopped after allegedly swerving. He disputed the implication that he was drunk. He also reportedly had a serious motorcycle crash in Mexico in early 2026. Wow. Yeah. I'm so glad I sold my motorcycle. Austin Chumley Russell, arrested in March 2016 after police found drugs and weapons during a search connected to a sexual assault investigation. He was not charged with a sex crime in the reports I found. He later took a plea deal involving probation and avoiding jail time. Richard the Old Man Harrison, the patriarch of the show, died on June 25th, 2018, the age of 77. Now, when I hear 77, you know what I think? Oh, man, that's old. I mean, excuse me, that's young. After battling Parkinson's disease. I'm 72, 5 years? Yeah, I got to make it past 77. Adam Harrison, Rick Harrison's son, not a main TV cast member, died on January 19, 2024 at age 39. His death was ruled an accidental overdose from fentanyl and methamphetamine toxicity. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, be careful of your fame, you know. You still got to live your life. The big bald one, he's shorter than that. Yeah, that's the main guy. His name is Rick Harrison. I don't know, have I seen it? I can't even remember his face. I'm talking about Higgy now. With a German accent, but maybe he put on weight. Rick Harrison, yes. Claude Ava, do you like? Well, I've just purchased Chat GPT just for the thumbnails, like the one I put up here. All I did was say I showed him the message from Floodland, and I said, put it in the presidential war room as a background, and put this up on the back wall or something, and that's all I had to tell it. I was going to have him smiling, but I thought, it's really not a funny matter, so I decided not to. Have you used Claude AI before, and do you like it compared to... all I've used is Grok, and I use Grok just for like a quick look. But now I'm paying $20 a month. I just will use the Chat GPT. I think it's more, at least on the thumbnails, much, much better. Fedicon, they all messed up. And it's easy to mess up with what? Money. If you got money, that can get you in trouble. According to Time Lord, he's a Higgy fan. Listen, Higgy's my favorite Deutschman. Honest person. Yeah, he's got a fan. Well, guys age a lot differently. When you get Parkinsonism, like if you get a disease or if you get like, hurt badly or you can't walk. I mean, if I couldn't work out, if I couldn't work out, I would go downhill fast, I think. And I was telling this other guy my age, he's 72, he's my age. And I said, we've been doing this, being active, but there's no turning back now. If we stop now, we're going to go quickly, I think. Guys age differently. 77 thought he was like 90. Do I still have? Oh, I got rid of it. Who's the woman that was on MTV? I gave it to Jax. Cindy Crawford, 60 years old. Not many 60-year-olds look like that. She's still beautiful. But it's long gone. It's long over. Yes, there was an incident, and I agreed, and it's over. I don't look back. There was that's old news. That was 2024. 2 years ago. Did you have a beef with him? Well, I don't want to bring it back up. Pavel, most only recognize Higgy by the image of his flacids. He sends him, not his wife. Okay, I'm not going to go there. Not going to go there. All right, I got to push some water here. I think Jackson, Dr. Bob are doing a show in the morning. I can't get up that early. I got up early for the last show, and nobody came on. Nobody joined us. People were watching, but nobody came on. That one I missed. Fedicon said, and the one time he was accidentally filmed in the bro house. That one I missed. Time Lord says, yes, Higgy can get hot-headed, easily insulted. Now, the only reason we're talking about Higgy is because he did a stream with Jamie Opulence and allegedly revealed his face. It's the only reason we're talking about him at this point. And who's his fan? Time Lord. Higgy's my favorite German. Honest person. More water. The international YouTube reporter Stephen L. The France versus Iraq World Cup match currently being played at Philadelphia Stadium is currently suspended due to lightning strikes. I was told, and I kind of forgot, but Florida is the capital of the world in lightning strikes. And very strange. I mean, I told you the first one I experienced closely was across the street, one house down, and it hit right in the front lawn. And I watched it. It was like an electrical current phase thing, you know. And I was in the garage, and I thought I hit the oak tree, but it was in front. And it knocked out the water of the one neighbor across the street, and then it traveled up the something, and it hit, and it blew out the guy with the big oak tree. It blew out his water control box, and then there was flowing water in the other neighbor because it hit that apparently. And then of course when I told you when I stepped out in the bird cage, it was really close. And then the latest one, when I heard that boom, and that was the only strike. That was the only. There was. A lot of times you get lightning, you know, you can see it coming, here comes the lightning, you can hear thunder in the background. No, it's just out of nowhere. And the guy across the street was going, and he saw the light. He says, it's right here, right in the middle of the street. But it didn't really hit anything. He goes, well, I don't know, but it was just, because there was an explosion. So my thing is now, any kind of rain, any kind of cloud, I'm coming in the house. And he was even saying, I think it could be there's something about this area. Yes, Aaron Fletcher. Good evening. Hi, DOXX. I'm from Fairhaven, Massachusetts. You could have. Did you watch Jamie Opulence? He was on Jonathan Quill Higgins III channel. You should subscribe to that. You missed him. Fedicon, Norway versus Senegal is in a 1.5 hour. Is on in a half hour. Yeah, Norway's got a pretty good team. They got one like a superstar, the tall guy. It may end up the same with the Lightning. Yeah, you can't mess around with that. I was surprised looking out the window, seeing the golfers out there during the rain. I thought, man, it's not worth the risk. I talked to my neighbor about that. He golfs, and he says, yeah, once the Lightning's coming in, he goes, that's it, we're done. Do the news agencies withhold the news and truth because the public can't handle it? No, they don't want you to make decisions. They want to persuade you. They're activists. They're not there to give you the truth. They're going to tell you, oh, Biden, he's sharp as a tack. Oh, he's fit as a fiddle. He's an excellent, oh, he's cognizant, until the debate. No, they're biased. They're all Democrats, at least over here. You think the BBC is thrilled that Starmer's out of office? No, come on. And look about Canada. Canada's just as bad. And then they want to get a hold of social media, so you can't get a differing view anywhere. Really, Fidecon. Looking at the live pictures now, wild rain. Let's see. Philadelphia. Let's go. Weather. Philly weather. Severe thunderstorm warning, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, 5 minutes ago. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 6:45 p.m. for Camden. Northwestern Gloucester, West Central Burlington, Southwestern Philadelphia, and Southeast. Yeah, you got to respect it. I just don't think, well, I'm kind of that way at times, like, it's not going to hit me. But that birdcage changed everything for me. I mean, it happened so quickly. Walking around with an iron rod in the middle. Well, now they're carbon fiber, I think. I'm not sure about the irons. They may be aluminum for that. That I don't know. They may even be. I don't know. But I know the drivers are like carbon fiber. My neighbor's golfing. I have to ask him. Okay, what is Sonic the Hedgehog? They're not related to gophers, are they? Guess what, DOXX Report? Tomorrow is Sonic the Hedgehog's birthday. Tomorrow he'll be 45 years old. See the hedgehog that gives the... let me go look that up. What and who... Oh, Sonic the Hedgehog is a fictional blue superfast hedgehog created by Sega as the company's mascot and video game hero. I don't play games, though. He first became famous in 1991 video game Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Genesis Mega Drive Sonic is known for running at extreme speed, blue spiky hair and quills, red shoes, a cocky, heroic personality, fighting with the villain Dr. Eggman, who also called Dr. Robotnik, collecting golden rings, protecting animals around the world from machines and evil schemes. Well, you better not be protecting gophers. I'll tell you that. I don't want nothing to do with him. You protect gophers. I got to let's take a look at this guy. Sonic Hedgehog. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, is that what it is? I thought that came from Japan. I always thought that was Japan. I had no idea. Oh, he's kind of got an attitude, if you ask me. Let's see if I can load the Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, now this is just for Aaron. Nope, that's the wrong one. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Sonic the Hedgehog to the birdcage. Kind of got an attitude. I better name it or I'll forget it. I always thought that was a Japanese thing. Yeah, Haaland. Right. Erling Haaland plays for Norway and Manchester City. Yeah. He's quick. For a big guy, he is quick. One of the goalies found out the hard way. The guy put it on the ground and kind of strolled up to kick it into Haaland. Haaland was right there, had a goal. Oh, really? It's in the family. Look at that. Haaland's father played on Manchester City also. I'll watch some of those, not the replays, but the highlights. Especially when Ronaldo was really active and doing that jump and turnaround thing. Hey, do I get a thumbs up for that, Aaron? Ooh, how dare you. Cannabis? No, not this, senior. You got the wrong show for this cannabis. No. I have a zest for life. I have the passion. The passion remains. No, I take care of myself. Docs, is that a marijuana plant in the background? No, absolutely not. You got the wrong show. I take care of myself. I am not cashing in. I'm not giving up. Now, to be honest, I listened to some of that show, The Diner, and at one point he said, "Well, it's like I had a couple drinks." He didn't really get high off of it, but he keeps increasing the dose. So we'll see. I thought about dabbling in it, and all these people, medically, it's people need it medically. Yeah, give me a break. What percentage you need it medically? And why don't I just put it on a prescription then? Now, people just want to legalize it to have fun, recreational. So I went into the shop there in Las Vegas, and there were bodybuilders in there. Yeah, there was one or two old little ladies, but it was mostly, you could tell. And I went in there and I talked to the guy, and I said, why do people smoke? I mean, you got all these edibles. Why would they put it in their lungs? And he goes, it's fashionable. So they want to be the reefer smoker. Aaron, yep. Congratulations to Sonic the Big 45. Okay, there he is. Happy birthday, Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, I don't defend alcohol. I have it under lock and key. It's legal, and I don't really promote it. I would say if you are going to drink it, don't do it with like mixed drinks because then it hits you. It's not like having a Coke. Don't do the Coke and rum. A couple of those, and you're just in a. But what I do is I sip it. I take it straight, whether it's single malt Scotch or cognac, and just sip on it. And I go to bed sober. I'm hydrated. And I go to bed sober. But I don't. I'm not an advocate of alcohol. Now, that's bad for driving, obviously, and so is marijuana. There was a woman. She was a dancer. And she went off the road. There was people working on the side of the road and took out 3 or 4 people. So I wouldn't. Now it's driving impaired. So that can be about anything. But I'm not an advocate for alcohol. Absolutely not. Again, it's under lock and key, and and once it's out of your system, it's out. Right, the liver metabolizes it, but that I think the cannabis is like fat soluble, so it's going to hang around a while. Oh, don't say that. Time Lord, is the diner still on you? I thought Crappy quit. No, it's on there. In fact, let me read you some of his titles. Shocking. It is shocking. Morty's Diner. Live stream. 1 day ago. Let's see. Let me make sure I mute this. Okay. Here's his title. It's 10 milligram. Saturday night, Morty, relaxation, meditation, contemplation, introspection, and well music. 10 milligram. He's trying to find that magic dose. High, hot, flat, broken, horny. Friday night at Morty's Diner. And now he got away from the UAPs. Now he's got Sasquatch and squirrels. He's into the... That's a strange combination. The hostesses at the diner, the waitresses have always been attractive. A lot of squirrels. The last alien was 3 weeks ago. Over here, where's over here, Phytocon? Are you in the UK or something? Over here, you can still end up in jail and lose your weapon permutation, even for weed. Where are you at? You can't be in the UK. You don't even have weapons in the UK. Phytocon, give me a country or if you're here, where are you at? Gamper's checking in. Good afternoon from rainy New York City. Yeah, they canceled the international football. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. Let me get a T-shirt. Time Lord. Get the diner, little diner symbol, and flat, broken, horny. He should copyright the phrase. I've never, ever harmed a squirrel, okay? Pavel, I can't help but think Morty's squirrel advocacy is due to you, Doc. Well, maybe it is, but I don't. So I allegedly relocated a few squirrels. Problems. They were problem squirrels. There was a couple badasses I had to move along. Them along. There was one real funny teacher. I don't remember if it was a woman. I can't think of it. Some of them were really good. I mean, it was like, something like, like, yes, I don't take care of myself, or something, and it was just struck me funny. And I left the fitness club this morning, and I don't believe in going into a Wawa or a McDonald's in a tank top. I mean, I like to put a pullover on or something over the tank top. So I had this shirt that a woman across the street gave me. It says it has Iowa on the back. It's an Iowa shirt, so I put it over there. So I'm self-checkout at the Wawa, and they have one elderly woman there. I mean, we're talking 99 years old, working the register. And she goes, "Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir." I turn around. She goes, "Are you from Iowa?" I go, no, it was a gift. "Oh, I like the shirt." It's kind of funny. I should offer it to her. She can give it to her grandson or something. Let's see, DOXX. Gamper's always civil, always with the good questions. "DOXX, will you be taking up any new stimulants, downers, somewhere in between?" Well, I still have some leftover oxycodone. But I'm about ready to take that back to the pharmacy. I was thinking I could just flush it down the toilet, but maybe I should just take it back to the pharmacy. Because I don't like, it kind of slows the intestine, the motion. And then I can remember the last time I took it, and it was like I didn't really get that high off of it, or the euphoria wasn't that great. Now, I like my workouts, and I'm relaxed, and I can get it done, and I look forward, like, maybe this Friday will be like Cognac Friday or something, or I may even target single malt, because I got this whole collection. I spent a lot of money on this stuff, but no stimulants. The coffee's fine. Colombian coffee is fine. No, not in there. At one time, I was thinking of, I could just try the gummies, the cannabis gummies, but it's like, it just kind of clouds your mind. When my mind gets clouded, I take a nap. I feel much better and I can think. Now, my sister was into the mushrooms, so I'm not going to touch those. Those mushrooms look fun to test. Nah. Oxy is bad. Oh, hydrocodone. I know it's a hydrocodone. I don't know if it's something hydrocodone. It's a generic. When did I have those? I got those for the surgery, I think. It's probably expired now anyway. I should just take it back to the pharmacy, let them dispose of it. All right, 1 hour, 20 minutes. Well, see, I don't even, when I take my statin, torvastatin, generic Lipitor, the liver works on that, so I don't drink when I take that either, or acetaminophen. So if I have a drink, I have a drink, and that's it. Take one and go to bed, sober. But I'd never take it when and drinking. You don't want to combine alcohol with it. Now, the benzos, I know Morty's talked about the benzos. That could only harm you. You know what the benzos replaced, right? The barbiturates, which killed a lot of stars, Marilyn Monroe, right? Because it was respiratory depression, but the benzos won't do that. Now, you could take a bottle of it. Now, you may fall and crack your head open, or if you get behind a wheel, you may get killed, but the benzos are not gonna kill you. Or you will not get respiratory depression. Yeah, and that's one thing I don't want. I don't want the weight gain. At the time, gummies make you hungry, not worth the wait. That's absolutely correct. In fact, that's the the FDA approval was for the AIDS patients to gain weight. Oh, no. Wow. Look at Stevens on the ball. Let's see if I can go get it. Now, he put himself in the news. Marcelo's thumbnail for his show, due in 30 minutes, has a screenshot from Higgy and show, but only shows the faces of Jamie and Thomas Burnett. Oh, he screwed up. Why would he do that? Marcelo time. Club 77. I got a promo for that. Don't I have Club 77? Let's hear Club 77.
77 Sunset Strip. 77 Sunset Strip.
So Jamie was sloshed. Oh, he's got a provocative thumbnail here. It says, Archie, you want a war? I will give you one. 3 waiting. That comes on at 7 o'clock, so I'll be off by then. Jamie looks out. That's a strange room. Where is he? Oh, man. He's got a very bad thumbnail name. That's all he's got. That's the title. Yeah, you know what? I may have to record that. In fact, I'll ask him a question. Let's see. I'm going to put here I'm hearing from Tanzil, Mr. Higgins showed his face. Do you, what? Do you have it? Will you be displaying it? Will you be displaying it? News, business. There it is. DOXX Report. I'm hearing from Tanzil, Mr. Higgins showed face. Will you be displaying it? News, business. Okay, enough of, I forgot its name already. Sonic the Hedgehog. Two geezers getting, well, I wasn't that impressed with him. He was relaxed, but it sounded to me like, well, just have a drink. Put a little Johnny Walker on a couple ice cubes. That's relaxing. I don't think he wants to get worked up or put on weight, but the cannabis, he's going to be increasing the dosage. What a great show it would be, Morty and Doxy, Gummy Adventure. No. The Rat File, uh-oh, here we got. What's the latest news on the rat? King Rat? That would be Archie. Okay, I gave it earlier, I'll give it again. He got into he told the audience about a month ago, I've been divorced for 4 years. And I can do anything I want in my private life. Well, he'll do anything in his private life, married or not married. And then Bear returns. And what happens? Bear asks, he told Bear, I've been divorced for 2 years. Okay, on the latest stream that's up there, that he left up there, Bear asked him a question. Well, how much do you allocate for your watch purchases based on your net worth? And the 9-year-old replied.
So, Archie, if you apply 4 to 6% on your net worth, what would be the total value allowed? What would be your allotment for your
I got a
luxury
couple of
goods?
questions for you, Bear. Is this pre-divorce or post-divorce?
That's irrelevant. You've been divorced for 4 years, or at least 2 years, a couple of years. Why is that important? Because he's still married. Don't let him kid you. And you know what? Somebody should super chat him. As in the words of Jack Palance,
Prove it. Prove it. Prove it.
yeah, prove your divorce. Show us the divorce papers. You show everything else, your STD report card. You showed your checkbook for a $3 super chat. So prove it. Marilyn Monroe was murdered. Nah, I think it was an overdose. Well, I mean, the toxicology. Davy Smalls says hello. Hello, Davy Smalls. Well, no. Well, that I don't know. That's a copyright. Well, we don't allow that over here. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. It's demonetization. That's a separate thing. And I went over that last show. It had nothing to do with copyright. I went over that on the last show. But that's like, it's Google basically saying, you know, we don't want to partner with you. We don't like your show. Well, that was the original rat. But Big Daddy Rat is AC3. Rat, the rodent. No, the rodent was TGV, and then there was a rodent 2. But that was years ago. Okay, Time Lord. Shit, all right. Oh, now I got to look that up. Okay. Excuse me. Was toxicology testing done on Marilyn Monroe? And what, if anything, was found? Oh, I got to type it over. I hit the wrong button. Toxicology performed on Marilyn Monroe. Got to spell it right. And was anything found? And you got to hit the arrow. Send prompt. Yes, toxicology was performed after Marilyn Monroe's autopsy, which was done by Los Angeles County Deputy Coroner Dr. Thomas Noguchi, August 5th, 1962. The toxicology findings reported acute barbiturate poisoning. Barbiturates, you get respiratory depression. The commonly cited results were substance, chloral hydrate, about 8 mg% in the blood, phenobarbital, Nebutol, about 4.5 milligrams, phenobarbital, okay, the first one was pentobarbital. Now this one is phenobarbital, about 13 mg% in the liver. These drugs are central nervous system depressant sedatives. The official conclusion was that she died from a barbiturate overdose, and that death was probable suicide. Now, there was one important controversy. Reports say no obvious pill residue was found in her stomach, even though an empty Nebutol bottle was reportedly found near her bed. It doesn't matter, it's in her blood. Discussions have argued that the drugs may have had enough time to dissolve and be absorbed in the bloodstream and liver before death, but critics have pointed to this inconsistency. Another complication is that some later forensic commentators said the toxicology work was incomplete by modern standards, and there was inconsistency, blah, blah, blah. But still, it was in her blood. I mean, it gives the percentages. But I'm not a doctor, and I don't play one on YouTube. No, don't tell me. I think of Sunset Strip, 77 Sunset Strip. There was a nightclub there. Do I got to look that up too? Oh, no. Does the slang Club 77 mean anything? And what does it mean? See, this is a good device for a senior citizen. You learn things on ChatGPT. I may not be able to read it. No, it's not common slang for anything. So you're gonna have to tell me. Davy Small. Oh, so Rodent. Oh, okay. So Rodent 1 must have been Timmy, right? And then TVG is Rodent 2. It's like 7 of them. The Cytokine. It's back in the 60s. Well, they had toxicology back in the 60s. They couldn't know. Well, then why did they give it? They said toxicology was done. That's correct, because they're safer. They don't depress the respiratory system. Benzodiazepine replaced barbiturates for the most part, yes. Well, listen, anything's addictive. Workouts are addictive. Apple TV is addictive. I mean, what else? I mean, go on and on and on. Oh, really? Okay, how would the public know that? Marcelo named his club 77 because he streams twice a day, 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Japan time. Yeah, like we're all on Japan time. Davey, don't let me get rid of you, please. Please don't let me get rid of you. I'm just going to delete it. Let's see, the Hollywood beautiful and rich people is often depressed. Figure it out. You know what? I can figure it out. I'll tell you why. Because they're people like you and I, but they're beautiful or they're successful, they have money, and I was mildly depressed, and I thought all I needed was a good job. And then once I found the decent paying job, I was still a little depressed. It didn't cure me, right? So, I mean, some of these actors, they get the good gigs, and it's just like why did who's the quarterback? Tom Brady and Giselle get a divorce? They're both beautiful people. They got money, and what do? They get divorced like anybody else. So peoples is peoples. Because you think you should be feeling better. And if not, you got the money now to buy stuff to make you feel better. All right, 1 hour, 35 minutes. Club 77 will be premiering. It says in 10 minutes. Yeah, we got 10 minutes to go. I wonder, should I send you over to Marcelo's place? Oh, God, he just made me a moderator. All right. I may go over there. Let me see if I can send you all over there. How do I do that? Okay. Hang on. View your channel. Manage videos. Live. And there it is. And let's edit. Customization. Redirect ad. Search videos from other channels. Marcelo time. Well, I should just copy and paste it. There it is. All right. You will now be automatically directed to Club 77 when I end this stream. Well, he's come after me a few times, and I was just like, I don't need to put up with it. Marcelo's a good guy. We like him, and we like him with all his faults, says Fedicon. Okay. Marcelo's got his support over there. And G. Godwa is dancing. Let's see. When does he start? Let's give him another promo. Club 77.
77 Sunset Strip. 77 Sunset Strip.
Sons of bitches.
Now, easy, George. See, everyone has 56 problems, according to Stephen L. You solve one, another takes its place. Edith Head, Hollywood clothes designer. I don't think I have any. Well, how do I change that? Everyone is going to have problems, but you handle them differently. You know, when you reach a certain level of consciousness, spiritually centered, it's handled differently. All right, more water. When do you want to go over there? After, just as soon as it starts, right? You're not missing anything now. Let's see. Now, Marcelo's claiming he's hung over from yesterday. Let's see. Darth Negus. Of all the people he could have gone after, he went after Thomas. Who went after Thomas? Jamie or Higgins? Yes, NATO. The thumbnail is of a recent stream. He has Jamie as the C word and Thomas Burnett. DOXX Report. I'm hearing from Tanzil. Mr. Higgins showed his face. Will you be displaying it? News business. Club 77. Archie, you want war? I will give you one. All right, Marcelo's at war. It'll be live, 5 minutes, 31 seconds. 5 minutes, 30 seconds. You will all be sent over there. Be sure to say hello to Marcelo and that the DOXX Report sent you. And do you find out? Well, I better not. I'm not going to involve myself. But Higgins put himself in the news. You know. Excuse me, I had it on mute. Davey Smalls, it'll be 15 after before his AI slop intro is finished. I know a lot of guys, I mean, come on, the diner will play like again and again the video stuff. That's not content. You know, content is not content. I don't like it either, really. Stephen L. Marcelo usually has 10 minutes of introductory music clips. Well, I'm still going to send you over there once he starts. See if he thanks me. I don't think so. Gappers, is this the new Good Guy Alliance? DOXX, Marcelo, Jax, Dr. Bob, who else? No, the original Good Guy Alliance was really only two people. It was Watch Nicholas and myself. Now, I would bring Morty into it, and he was not happy with that at all. He didn't want any part of it. So officially, he was never part of it. Was not part of it. He didn't want to be part of it. Pavel, Doc's thoughts on the new AI productions done by Crybaby Saggy Skin. I don't know. I don't even know who he is. Does he have his own channel or something? I don't look. Is he doing them on me? I know Rufus does some on me, and who else? Breitling. I don't even watch. If they're about me, but I don't know. Who are his topics, Pavel? Yeah, it was kind of fun, but Morty didn't want any part of it. That was an enjoyable era. Watch Nicholas, Docs, and Morty would never go with it. He didn't want to be part of it. He would deny it every time. Yeah, I'm not part of that. Morty, I think it's fair to say he's not a team player. There you go, Aaron. There's your Sonic the Hedgehog. Yep, congratulations to Sonic the Hedgehog, the big 45. Stephen L., I don't know if Tickers was broadcasting then. I don't know when he had his channel. No, originally, no, it was Watch Nicholas, myself, and I would include Morty. I would say he was part of it. And then when he was asked on his channel, no, I'm not part of that, not at all. And then he was a regular over there. Okay, 1 hour, 45 minutes. I'm gonna have to send you over there. He's going to be, let's see, are we waiting for him? 12 waiting. All right, I'll send you over there. Thank you for stopping by. Okay? Thank you.